the earth for you and me. I may be small, I may be tiny. Never forget I'm small but mighty.
It starts with one. It starts with one universe. It starts with one earth. With one awakening. With one person who cares. With one choice. One action. With one dialogue. One collaboration. One initiative. With one community. With one mind. With one dream. It starts with one. What can one individual achieve? Welcome back to our last episode of Small But Mighty SDG Warrior Game Show. Let's find out more about the power of one and how individuals can start the process of change to transform the world.
在东非肯尼亚山的一个村庄里，住着一位名叫旺加里马塔伊的小女孩。她相信所有的生物都是相互关联的，意思是它们都需要彼此才能生存。她明白到，只有通过种植树木，河流和水源才能受到保护，让青蛙等生物有栖身之地。旺加里是一位热爱学习的聪明孩子，他迫不及待地想去上学。他阅读了很多书，并从中学习到了很多的新知识。后来，他在美国的一所大学继续深造。旺加里感到无比高兴，因为他一直想要环游世界。她也成为了祖国肯尼亚的第一位女博士。当旺加里毕业后回到肯尼亚时，发现自己的祖国已今非昔比，农民们砍伐了树木，土崩掩埋了河流，池塘也干涸了，土壤的养分过度流失，变得干燥，无法进行耕种。由于找不到柴火，妇女们无法做饭和喂养饥饿的孩子们，人们陷入饥饿，每个人过着贫困的生活。旺加里知道他必须做些什么来帮助他的人民。他找到了解决这些问题的一个简单方法，那就是种树。他开始在他的后院里种树，但他意识到有必要鼓励其他人也要一起展开行动。于是他开始教当地的妇女们如何用种子种树。很多人不相信他们能做得到，但旺加里和妇女们并没有放弃。不久后，这些妇女们就能通过卖树来赚钱，养家糊口。妇女们都很高兴，因为旺加里使他们都变得勇敢和坚强了。时光飞逝，从种子到树苗，再从树木变成了森林，河水再次川流而过。当旺加里的生命来到尽头时，他所发起的这些运动已经种下了3000万棵树。他所要传达的信息已经遍布了非洲大地。旺加里的努力成果引起了全世界的关注，进而获颁了诺贝尔和平奖。她是第一位获得此荣誉的非洲女性。当她得知自己获得诺贝尔和平奖时，你知道她做了什么吗？她跪在大地上种下一棵树。她说这是最好的庆祝方式。旺加里马塔伊是一个展示了一个人伟大力量的最佳例子。
I hope you have been inspired by Wangari Maatai's story as much as I have. Welcome back to the Small But Mighty Game Show. The theme of the day is SDG Warriors, with Zhengze, Ivan, and Zero battling out in the bonus round. Let's see what the wheel of hope spins out. Okay, and the theme of this section is SDG 16, Peace, Justice, and Institution. The rule of this round is, in 30 seconds, convince us with your best response. In your opinion, what is peace to you? Does the absence of war mean peace? Who would like to go first? Alright, we will have Zero, then Ivan, then lastly Zhengze. Go ahead, Zero. You may start first.
对我来说，和平并不代表没有战争。我相信，战争不只是国家之间为了争夺土地或权利而已，它也代表着我们之间的误解、不满意和不信任。我们虽然没有和别的国家争夺土地或权利，但这并不代表着我们的国家是和平的。学校里有一些欺凌的事件，也有一些家庭面对着家暴的倾向。当我们感到不安全，或是当我们没办法过着实现梦想的生活时，这都不是和平。要创造一个和平的世界，我们就不能那么自私的只为自己着想。当我们看见不公正的事情发生时，比如我们的朋友被欺负时，我们就必须勇敢地为他们挺身而出。除此之外，我们也必须时刻保持体谅、尊重、宽容和帮助身边的人。和平就从我们开始。
You are right. It is certainly true that if we don't feel safe, we can't be at peace. Now, let's hear from Ivan. What do you think?
我绝对同意，没有战争并不是代表着和平。其实，分歧和冲突随时都可能发生，就算是在家里，为了在家里或者在学校与朋友之间实现和平。重要的是，我们要如何使用和平的方式来处理这些误解。与其争执，不如通过对话。意思是，我们应该要清楚地把话说出来，并尝试理解对方的观点。沟通是实现和平的关键。无论如何，我们都不应该以暴力解决问题。如果大家都一起努力，相信彼此之间的善意，和平绝对是可以达成的。
That's so true. You both have given different perspective. Now, we shall hear from Zheng Zhe.
I agree with both of you. I think the evil functions in our human hearts are more destructive than the war itself. So, we must first get rid of the negative and evil thinking in our hearts. Our human hearts have the negative tendency to think that we are superior, powerful, stronger, better, and smarter than others. We also tend to look down on others when we think we are always right and when we refuse to listen to others' opinions. But there is always something we can learn from each other. I mean, we should be willing to listen and try to understand others' point of view. Dialogue or communication is important. It can resolve misunderstanding and bring everyone closer. So, in order to achieve peace, each of us must take the first step by changing our own heart. You see, when we change to be a better person each day, we feel hopeful, happier, and thus we can make more friends easily. Once we brighten our lives, we also send out the message of hope and peace to our immediate surroundings. Well, it isn't that difficult actually. We can start by greeting others warmly. We surely can make more and more friends this way. Friendship is indeed the rainbow of hope and the first step toward peace. It all starts with one person.
Now, this is a new way to look at peace, and this version definitely tipped the scales. But all of you have one common point, which is the power of one that makes the world a better one. Oh my, we are running out of time, but let us see who will emerge the winner. Well done, Zheng Zhe. Congratulations. All of you have your own perspective of what peace is. It was a close fight indeed. And wow, all of your marks miraculously turned out to be the same. It just shows that all your answers matter and all of you are equally capable too. My oh my, this is a surprise. We have a final note from our mystery guest. Let us check it out.
In the battle for the survival of humankind and the sanctity of life, we are either winners or losers. We cannot progress without everyone's action to save the earth. But if everyone plays their part and takes even a single step, we are all winners in the end. Today, each of you is a winner. You have emerged champions in learning, reflecting, and taking the necessary steps to manifest the power of one. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mother Earth, for your message and trust in us. Today is a good start. We have managed to touch on 3 of the 17 SDGs. This is just the beginning of our journey as SDG warriors. And let us continue our mission by learning earnestly and actualizing the goals to help save our Mother Earth. Players and audience at home, thank you once again for joining us at the Small But Mighty SDG Warriors Game Show. See you all next time. Bye!
Wait! After watching the 3 episodes, let's ask our viewers some questions before we go. Now, how many answers can you come up with for these questions?
living world is immoral, yet the way we human beings live is slowly killing it. We have made many mistakes. However, if we start taking action now, we can still save Mother Earth and protect ourselves. We must work with nature, not against it. Founding President of Soka Gakkai International, Mr. Daisaku Ikeda once wrote, "Action is key. No matter how difficult the situation, action will move things in a new direction. Everyone is different. We each have our own unique ideas and solutions that can transform our whole society, starting from ourselves, our family, and friends. Seriously, we can make a difference. It all starts from a dream, a thought, an idea, a conversation, or it can just happen instantly when you decide to. Hey, why don't we just clean it up? Remember, each of us is a warrior. We might be small, but we are mighty. We each possess hidden reserve of wisdom, courage, and hope. Let's start taking action and make these SDGs a reality in our own way. If not you and I, then who? If not now, then when?"
I am tiny, I am small. Oh, what's happening? Ice cap is melting, climate is changing. Big floods, more storms, weather pattern shifting. I am tiny, I am small. Can I do anything? Look at Mother Earth, the land and the sea, animals and nature, people and countries. Can we do something for the world and its harmony? We might be small, but we sure are mighty. The power of one
Power 2, power 3, 2, 1. It all starts with 1. Let's save Mother Earth. It's the only one. We can do it. Come on, everyone. No matter how small the step may be, saving the earth for you and me. I may be small, I may be tiny. Never forget I'm small but mighty.